Welcome to Math with Professor V. Here is your latest integral of the day. We have the indefinite integral of x times the natural log of x cubed dx. And this one's pretty straightforward, so pause the video, try it on your own if you want. I know a lot of you are starting a new semester and maybe you're just beginning your integration journey in calculus, so I wanted to give you one that would be good practice if you're first learning integration by parts or just want to refine your skills a little bit. Oops, so I gave it away. Yeah, we have to do integration by parts. We use integration by parts when you notice that you have oftentimes a product of two functions and U substitution won't work. That one doesn't involve a composition where the derivative of what's inside is also being multiplied through the integrand. So in this case, how do we choose U and dv appropriately? Well, just remember that whatever you choose to be dv, you need to integrate and find v momentarily afterward. So you ask yourself, who am I easily able to integrate? Certainly not this ln of x cubed. No, that would be wild. So I'm just going to let x dx be dv, x dx. And then accordingly, natural log of x cubed would have to be u. Good? Most of the time when you see natural log of something in an integral and you're going to do by parts, you let it be u. Okay, so now when we take the derivative, when we find du, be careful, we have to do chain rule, right? So you bring that 3 down in the front, leave alone what's inside, change it to a 2 now, right? Subtract 1 from the exponent, and then I have to multiply by the derivative of what's inside natural log of x, which is 1 over x, and then we have dx. Okay, and then v is pretty straightforward. Antiderivative of x is 1/2 x squared. Now we're going to use our by parts formula. So this is all going to be equal to u times v. So that product's going to be 1/2 x squared natural log of x cubed minus the integral of v times du. And I'm going to clean it up a little bit as I write it out. So 3 times 1/2, that's a constant. Take that outside so it's not harassing you. Okay, and then notice here I've got x squared and 1 over x. So one of my x's is going to cancel, and then we have ln of x squared dx. So I'm going to write this as x times ln of x squared dx. All right? Great. Now looking here, no, we still can't easily just finish off and integrate just yet. But always do a little reality check. Am I making my life better? Am I headed in the right direction, or is this spiraling out of control? Compare this with what we started with. Oh, notice the exponent has gone down by 1. Okay, so I feel like if we just keep peeling away and repeating the process, eventually we'll get to a place where we can integrate. So we just have to keep doing integration by parts. So in the next step, we have to define our choice for u bar and dv bar. We already used up u and v, so we have to indicate that these are different in some way. And just keep it the same. So dv bar would be x dx, and then u bar should be natural log of x squared. Good, good. And then du bar, take the derivative, 2 ln of x, that's going to be to the first, times 1 over x dx, and then v bar would be 1/2 x squared. Are we okay? All right, good. So then what do we have? Don't forget, this guy's waiting patiently for us out front. 1/2 x squared ln of x cubed minus 3/2, and then put like a nice little bracket for yourself. So we have u bar v bar, that's going to be 1/2 x squared ln of x squared minus integral. Ooh, this time it's very lovely. Do you see the loveliness? Yes, because the 2 and the 1/2 cancel. Okay, so no constants. And then one of the x's cancels again. So I just have x natural log of x dx. How are we doing? Okay, good. I would say let's clean up and distribute the 3/2. So 1/2 x squared ln of x cubed minus 3/4 x squared ln of x squared plus 3/2 integral x ln of x dx. Are we headed in the right direction? Yes, we're almost there. Notice we've been peeling away or decreasing the exponent on natural log every time we do integration by parts. So one more round and we should be there. Okay, got this? Yeah, we're good. All right, u double bar, I guess, right, is going to be ln of x, and then dv double bar would be x dx, and then, or you could put a hat on it, like this. That's a hat. Okay. 1 over x dx, and then v double bar would be 1/2 x squared. Good? Okay, rewrite everybody that you have so you don't forget about them. 1/2 x squared ln of x cubed minus 3/4 x squared ln of x squared plus 3/2, and then using our by parts formula, what is this going to be? 1/2 x squared ln of x minus 1/2 integral x dx. Yes? Perfect. Okay, I think we can bring it on home. 1/2 x squared ln of x cubed minus 3/4 x squared ln of x squared plus 3/4 x squared ln of x minus 3/4 integral x dx. And then, yeah, you could have done that last integral all in one fell swoop, but let's just break it down to not overwhelm some of you. So 1/2 x squared ln of x cubed minus 3/4 x squared ln of x squared plus 3/4 x squared ln of x minus, this integral is going to be 1/2 x squared, so this will end up being 3/8 x squared plus c. Voila. Okay, did we get there all right? A couple things I want to point out to you, okay? Caution. In case you were tempted to do something illegal with the logarithms, I don't want the math police to come snatch you. Natural log of a raised to the b is equal to b times natural log of a. Notice this exponent belongs to the argument a. However, natural log of a, all of it raised to the b, don't touch it. You can't move that exponent. No, no, no. Those are not factorials. That's me yelling at you not to do that. Okay. The other thing I'm sure probably some of you are wondering is, could we do tabular method, DI method? That's where when you have repeated rounds of integration by parts, instead you organize everything into a table. The issue is with this particular problem, right, because we had x ln of x cubed dx, this is where u goes, this is where dv goes. How did we choose u? U was natural log of x cubed, and dv was x dx. Yes. Now when you differentiate, you get 3 ln of x squared times 1 over x. This is 1/2 x squared. Differentiating this repeatedly gets very, very messy because you can't cancel out this x without doing the diagonal product that comes from the by parts formula, one iteration at a time. So it doesn't really work out so beautifully here, unfortunately. Womp womp. But there's plenty of other times in your math career where you can just use tabular and it'll be fabulous. So if you need to review it, I have 2 videos on the tabular method for integration by parts. I'll link them in the description. And let me know in the comments if you did find a more slick way to do this. I'm always on the lookout for slick tricks and shortcuts. They're fabulous. If you need to review any integration techniques, then you've come to the right place, because I have full-length video lectures explaining integration by parts, trig sub, improper integrals, partial fraction decomp, power series, and so much more. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok, Math with Professor V. Bye, guys.